Now, the very first thing I want you guys to know, and I want you to listen very carefully, is that you are enough. Now, one of the biggest mistakes we make as filmmakers, as creatives, and this goes along for everybody though, but specifically us filmmakers and screenwriters and creative people, is that we attach ourselves to what we do. We attach our happiness to what we do. And that is a recipe for pain. If you were to sit down and ask the 23-year-old Alex who I was, and I would say, oh, I'm a director. And that's it. That would be the extent of my identity back then. I know a lot of you listening right now, if someone would ask you that, what are you? You would say, I'm a filmmaker. I'm a screenwriter. I'm a cinematographer. And you're attaching that thing that you do to who you are. You are not your skill set. You are not your occupation. You are much, much, much more than that. When you identify yourself as an occupation, as a career, as a thing, when that thing goes wrong or doesn't do what you want it to do for you, like so many times in my life, you crumble. You fall to your knees every time. So when you don't get that movie, you don't get the financing for that movie, you don't get the access or the opportunity that you were searching for, you didn't sell that script, your whole life completely comes crashing down around you because that's the only identity you have. And it's not good. Trust me on that. I've gone through it so many times in my life. I've been slapped around so many times. My book is all about that, because at that time in my life, when I wrote Shooting for the Mob, that whole story when I was in my mid-20s, that was my identity. I didn't know anything else about myself. I didn't care to even learn. I was too scared to learn about anything else about myself. I didn't want to go into those crevices. I held on to being a filmmaker or director, and that was the only thing I was holding on to because it was the one thing I knew I could. It was my blankie. It was my blankie to keep me safe and happy. At least I thought it did. I didn't want to go to those dark areas of my life that I wasn't as good at or I wasn't as happy in. But you've got to go in there. You've got to be a full human being and not attach yourself to what you do